Senzo says he can see them, which is at least some view. So how far, Senzo?
Yeah, there.
There's fine.
Yeah, can you go far?
Forward. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go forward for you a little bit. Say when. Oh, there we go. I can see them now as well. So it's not a great view, guys. I do apologize, but it is, I think, cats somewhere in amongst all of that. Where are they now? Somewhere there. Is it not them between the green bush there? In the back. It's going to be difficult for Senzo to get focus through all of that. Are you sure, Senzo? Oh, there it is. There you can see the head of one of the Birminghams. So cat streak continues. Even though it's not a great view, it is somewhat of a view of the Birminghams, and a dawn chorus from them would be wonderful to hear. Hopefully they will roar one last time, because all four of them together, it is so cool to hear them. And I'm surprised that all four are together. I wonder, like I was saying just now, if this threat of these 6 other young upstart males being here has caused these guys to get into a situation where they're now a little bit more wary of what's happening, and they want to come in and show a bit of force and come together. And if that is the case, then the Birminghams have ticked a box that they haven't had before now. So they have had a situation where they've been dominant for a while, they haven't had too many threats, there hasn't been too many other lions in the area to cause any trouble, and so all of a sudden there's these 6 young males around, and it seems as though they've all decided to get up and get together and to show a force. So apparently they've all just gone to sleep because they are full. So they don't think they're going to come south onto Djuma, and what we're going to be left with is, well, that view there. So a nice thick bush, and I think they're all going to lie down. To identify who is really almost impossible from this angle. It looks like both of those individuals have got big full manes, which all the Birminghams do these days, and to tell who is who at the moment is pretty much impossible from a picture like this. Do you want me to roll back slightly, Senzo? Let's just see if I roll back. I might be able to get that little gap there that we can just see their faces slightly from over there. How's that? Is that a bit better? No? Yes? Maybe? Not really. A little bit better. So that looks like Tinyo closest to us. I'm not 100% sure, like I say, but it looks like it might be Tinyo closest to us. Then behind him is anyone's guess. It's a lion that is lying flat and sleeping, so really not sure who that is. And like I say, I mean, they all four are there, so we know that all four of the Birminghams are doing fine. They're full and fat apparently, which means they must have found something, and that must mean why we've got vultures in this area and why we heard multiple roars. It also could be why they're all together. Of course, it could be nothing to do with young individual lions that are here. It could just be the fact that there was food and they all decided to come together because of the food that they've got. Is that Tinyo or Mfumo? Or impossible, I don't know. Maybe somebody can screenshot it and try and get some sort of identification. Really difficult to see. It literally is just, with our eyesight, I can't see us at all. So, you know, it's only with the camera that we're managing to get some sort of view of these four individuals. At least it was worth the risk to come up higher on the bank and to try and look. I don't know if that is Tinyo. Might be. It almost looks like his left lip is kind of tucked in there. Might be wrong altogether though. Difficult. Hard to say. Interesting either way though. It's an amazing thing to have all four together. I wonder why, like I say, that they are together. I mean, yesterday they were so spread out. There was one male that was left going into Buffelshoek, into Manyoleti. Last night there was one that was around Hardekool Camp, which is towards Sydney's dam side, and the other two nobody knew where they are. All of a sudden now the four are together and nobody actually knew where they've come from. So it's very, very interesting, and I wonder if maybe two of them weren't here yesterday already, because apparently last night the guys were telling me that they were quite full-bellied yesterday. So I wonder if maybe, just maybe, they didn't have a kill already and just nobody found them. But there they go, they're all going down to sleep now. So chances of these guys coming south towards us now is pretty much zero, as far as I can imagine. And that's where they're going to end up sleeping and lying, and that's going to be the sum total of the view that we're going to get of the 4 Birminghams. The thing is that it is going to get hot, and the sun is bright, which means that these boys are going to they're going to have to move to a shady section, and hopefully that shady section is under a tree on the dam wall. There's a beautiful boer bean that grows and a tamburti that grows off the dam wall, and so maybe they'll go and lie on the dam wall itself, and then we'll get a really good visual of them. In fact, it will be almost 5-5 from there, so we're going to hope for that for this afternoon. But for the morning, I'm pretty sure this is what we're going to see. I don't think we're going to get much better than that. It's not great, but like I say, at least we were on the money as to where they were around. Now, I'm interested still in the tracks that are further up, because there was definitely cat tracks in there, and so I want to just go back and double check exactly what they are and what happened. But maybe the Angama pride is also crossed somewhere in this general vicinity and are also around. Unfortunately, it's very difficult for Senzo as well, because there's so many obstructions between us and him that's making his focus really battle. And if we come out, just look how difficult it is to see those lines. So that's why it's not easy. I mean, it's a long way away, and lots of branches and vegetation in the front. And so for his focus, it's pretty impossible to see. And that's the view that we've got. So just goes to show how difficult it is to see them, and why Senzo pulled off a good spot there as we got up the hill. But there we go. That's the Birmingham boys, guys. I think we're going to carry on, though. We're not going to stay here because, unfortunately, the view of them really isn't great to be